Well, good evening, everybody. It's 8 o'clock, and welcome to the Friday Night Fun Net on the K9RFD Repeater in Rockford. My name is Jim. My call is K9GCR. I'm located in Freeport. I'll be your host this evening. The purpose of having this net is what the name implies, to have fun. This is what this hobby of amateur radio is all about, in addition to providing emergency communications if when the situation warrants. A secondary purpose of this net is providing an on-air meeting place for all amateur radio operators. Everybody's welcome to check in. You do not have to be a member of any club, organization, group, or association to participate in this net. All you need is a valid FCC license. This net meets each every Friday evening at 8 p.m. This repeater is a PL 114.8 plus offset. You need to have that program in your radio in order to have access to the repeater. I am happy to report that Mike, KD9MED in Rochelle, is live streaming this net on the internet. He's also recording it for future replay on the Friday Night Fun Net Central Facebook page. If you can't get into the repeater because you're too far away from it or whatever the situation is, you can give me a call on the Friday Night Fun Net Central hotline, area code 815-232 FN 232-3636, the local Freeport number. I'll take your check-in over the phone, but try to check in on the radio if at all possible. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take, first we're going to take short time mobilization. I already have 3 early check-ins. KD9MED. Mike checked in early. He's come down with a cold, so he won't be able to be on the air. But like I said, he is live streaming this net and recording it on the Friday Night Fun Net Facebook page. Also, Joe K9JPP is checking in. He has an online testing session that's going to be taking place. And also, Dave, N9DLB here in Freeport, lives about a mile east of me, lives north of beautiful downtown Freeport, is checking in early check-in. Okay, we're going to we'll take short time mobilizations. If you have a favorite TV show you want to watch, or you're just passing through rather than concentrating or driving, we'll take your short time check-in. If you have traffic, we'll do your traffic right away. Okay, after that, we'll take general check-ins. We'll take general check-ins from anywhere in the area. See whether or not you have traffic. If you have traffic, we'll go ahead and do your traffic. We'll have our features. We'll have the Friday Night Fun Net Tech Corner. Are you having a problem with your power supply or amplifier? What kind of an antenna do you want to put up on your tower? What kind of a radio do you want to buy? Base, mobile, all mode, APRS, DMR, FT8, GMRS. If you have any technical questions, please feel free to bring them before the net. We'll do our best to answer them for you. We did have some TechNet traffic last week. We'll see what happens tonight. Then we'll do our, Friday Night Fun Net contest / DX Corner. Did you make any DX contacts? I sure did last weekend with the Winter Field Day. They will have our SWAT net. You have any items that buy, sell, trade, or want related to hobbies or amateur radio or computers, we'll definitely do that. Okay, I don't know how many of you participated in Winter Field Day. I know when we did the net last week, we had only 2 stations. I asked anybody participating in Winter Field Day, only 2 stations. I and the Kirk K9MED announced they would do so. The rest of the stations said they would not participate. So we'll ask that. And on the second go-around, I'm going to ask everybody, I don't know how many of you have a crock pot. I'm going to ask everybody what is your favorite food that you like to cook in a crock pot. We'll definitely kick that around. Okay, with all the so-called formalities out of the way, let's get underway. Do we have a short time of mobilization to like to check in? Please call now.
Good evening, Jimmy. W9JTC. Gonna check in short time.
Okay, W9JTC, Jamie and Robert, got to check in short time. Sun 3, have a good evening. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. That last station trying to check in, unable to copy, there's nothing but noise. You might want to increase your power or change your location. able to copy. You might want to increase your power or change the location. I may have to have a station see if they can copy you. Let's try that one more time, please. Did anybody get a relay on that? I still can't hardly copy him at all.
I cannot hear him, Jimmy. It's just noise on my end.
I'll tell you what, that station trying to check in, give me a call on the Friday Night Fun Net hotline, area code 815-232, FN 2323636. I'll take your check-in over the phone, but I'm not able to copy you at all. Sorry about that.
Jimmy, AC9JZ, Mike in Rockford. AC9JZ, Mike in Rockford.
AC9JZ, that is definitely a lot better, Mike. Okay, I've got you checked in. Are you checking in short time?
I'd like to do short time because obviously I don't have a really good connection inside the house. So. But anyway, God bless y'all and everybody do everything you can. And have a great day.
Okay, thank you, Mike, for checking in. So, have a good evening. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Any more short time or mobile stations you want to check in, please call now.
K9BW on Bruce. In Rockford, short time, no traffic.
Good evening, Jim in the net. This is Alpha Hotel to India, AH2I Portables, checking in with negative traffic. Good evening.
Two more stations check in. N9BWM, Bruce and Rockford got you checked in. Thanks for checking in. AH2I, Brad in Rockford, the brains behind the Friday Night Fun Net. He's responsible for this whole thing we do every Friday night. Okay, Brad, I've got you checked in. I'll get back to you in a few minutes. Wait a minute, I shouldn't say that. Brad, are you checking in short time?
Affirmative, sir. I am checking in short time, Jim. AH2I.
Okay, sounds good, Brad. Thanks. Bruce says that's the same thing, too. Okay. Thanks for both of you checked in. This is K9GCR, the Friday Night Fun Net, K9RFD Repeater in Rockford, transferring for Friday Night Fun Net, Central and Freeport. Are there any more short time or mobile stations you want to check in? Please call now. Okay, we have 4 short time stations. Okay, we'll move on to general check-ins. At this time, I'll take general check-ins from anywhere in the region who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net. Please call now.
K9GCR. Evening, Jimmy. W9AXD Chat up in Janesville.
W9AXD. Okay, Chad. I've got you checked in. I'll get back to you in a few minutes. I know you do have traffic, reference to silent key, and we'll get to that when we get done with the check-ins here. So thanks for checking in. Any more stations who would like to general check-ins for the Friday Night Fun Net, please call now.
KD9YBG, Dale and Rockford.
Kilo Charlie 9, Romeo Golf Golf.
Okay, I've got 2 more stations checking in. KD9YBG, Dale and Rockford got you checked in. I'll get back to you a few minutes around, Dale. Thanks for checking in. KC9RGG, Norman Ortonville. Okay, Norm, I've got you checked in. I'll also get back to you a few minutes around, Dale. Thank you for checking in. Any more general check-ins from anywhere in the region for the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
KD9MED.
KD9MED, Carrie and Rockford, the Duke of Digital DX. Okay, Carrie, I've got you checked in, and we'll get back to you in a few minutes round table. Of course, we'll look forward to your DX report later on during the night. Thanks for taking it. Stand by hotline. This is K9GCR, the Friday Night Fun, the K9RFD Repeater in Rockford, transferring for Friday Night Fun, Central Area and Freeport. That was John, KC9DDF, Intelligent checking on the Friday Night Fun hotline. He's not able to, he was not able to hear the repeater. He couldn't even hear the phone ring. Anybody else, rescue, did you hear that phone ring? It's a real telephone ring, folks, not that phony baloney cell phone ring. Okay, let me check in. I got my red pen out, red ink, KC9EDF. HL for hotline checking. Oh, you read the telephone. Okay, sounds good. Do we have any more stations? General check-ins for Friday Night Fun Net. Please call now.
Kilowatt Echo 9 Norway.
KD9N, Kurt and Roscoe. Okay, Kurt, I've got you checked in. I'll get back to you in a few minutes for the roundtable. Thanks for checking in. Any more general check-ins for the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
Yeah, good evening, Jim. This is Whiskey 9, Whiskey Bravo Bravo, Stephen Rockford, no traffic.
Whiskey 9, Whiskey Bravo Bravo. Welcome back to the airways, Steve, and welcome back to the Friday Night Fun Net, formerly K9KCQ. Welcome back to the airwaves, and to the welcome back to ham radio. I got you checked in. I'll get back to you in a few minutes roundtable. Thanks for checking in. Any more general check-ins for the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Okay, there will be no further check-ins at this time. Okay, let's go. We're going to start with Chad. Let's see. Just a minute. W9AXD. Chad, you have some traffic to pass along, and you have an announcement. Go ahead.
All right, thanks, Jimmy. Appreciate it. Good evening to everyone on the net. Stand by. So I just want to let everyone know that there's a silent key up here in Janesville. He was originally from Milton. For those of you who might have known Bob, K9BNR, formerly K9RIJ, he had dementia for a number of years, and he passed away last Thursday, January 23rd. And such a tough loss for Rock County. He was really big into getting everything going in Rock County, pretty much, for ham radio repeaters and everything. Helped a lot with the public safety in Rock County, installing all the squad car radios and fire truck radios and everything. And was responsible for getting the 14545 repeater where it is now, and the 146715 Clinton repeater where that is. So he was responsible for quite a bit of the, all of the the repeaters on the air in Rock County here. So he's definitely a big loss for Rock County. He's a friend to many, many people. So we're going to do a final call out for Bob here, but we're going to do 1 minute all keys down for Bob. So 1 minute all keys down. 3 9 HF. Okay, so that was for Bob, K9BNR. So we'll do one final call in his honor. K9BNR, K9BNR to be I9HF. K9BNR, K9BNR, here's to be I9HF. Okay, nothing heard. So, Bob, it was a pleasure knowing you for the last 30 years, and you were a great friend to me and a lot of other people. So, rest in peace, my friend, and we'll see you, well, I don't know when, but we'll see you sometime. So, that was for Bob, K9BNR, passed away last Thursday. So, rest in peace, Bob. To be I9HF. Back to you, Jimmy.
You're welcome, Chad. We sure appreciate it very much. You did fine. You did good. So, okay. Well, when did he? Yeah. We'll see him at that Great Ham Radio Shack in the sky, where the DX is always good. Chad, I was going to ask, when? I can't even talk. What day did he pass away? I'm trying to write all this stuff down.
Okay, I missed the question, Jimmy. Go ahead again.
This is K-Son GCR, the Friday Night Fun at K9RFD Repeater in Rockford. Yeah, the ID went off. What day did he pass away?
Was last Thursday, the 23rd, January 23rd.
Okay, Chad, thanks for that information. Okay, let's see. Before we start with the first roundtable, do we have any more stations I'd like to check in?
I just want to say, Jimmy, one more quick thing about Bob. He passed away at Grace in Madison, which was a very, very good place to be at the end. So they do a really good job at taking care of people and stuff. So that's good he was there. So to be I9HF, back to you.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, long-time ham radio operator. We've lost several here, like in Stephenson County and in Winnebago County recently. So okay, sounds good. Okay, Chad, I'm going to start with you with the roundtable anyway. First roundtable. Did you participate in Winter Field Day, and how did it go?
Well, I didn't do field day at all. I guess I didn't think much about it. So. I never done field day. I'd like to do that one day. So maybe do that. I was going to set something up in my backyard here, but we haven't done that yet. So see what we can do with that.
Okay, sounds good, Chad. Thanks for checking. I'll get back to you a few minutes for the second go around here. So thanks for checking in. Dale, KD9YBG, what is going on with you? I know you did not do Winter Field Day, but how did what else is happening with you?
Let me sign out here, Jimmy. I'm going to bail out of here, so I'm going to check out for the night. 73 WI9HF code, Dale.
Well, not much going on with me right now. I went for a walk today, and other than that, I just kind of been just looking on the internet a little bit on different things. Not a whole lot done here today. Just kind of relaxing, I guess you could say. KD9YBG, back to that.
Okay, sounds good there, Dale. I'll get back to you a few minutes for the second go around here. Thank you for checking in. Norm, KC9RGG. Now, I know you did not do Winter Field Day, but what else is happening with you? And I might as well, since you probably won't be here long anyway, I'm going to ask you, what is your favorite food that you and Carol like to cook in a crock pot?
KC9GCR, KC9RGG. No, Jim, I didn't participate in Winter Field Day, but I admire everybody who does. I know the Greater Beloit Amateur Radio Club did have a field day event, and I hope it was very successful. I went to one of their summer field day events, and it was just absolutely outstanding. So I salute everybody that does that, especially in the cold. And Jim, what's the best thing that I like in the crock pot? It's anything my wife will cook in the crock pot. As long as she does it, I'll eat it, and she's a darn good cook.
Well, that's great there, Norm. That's great. That sounds good. Well, Kurt, KD9MED, I'll get to him in a few minutes here. If you want to stay and ask, you let us know what he did there. But I know you got to hit the sack pretty soon. But Norm, I'm going to say 7-3. Thank you for checking in, and you have a good evening. We'll definitely talk to you next Friday night.
Sounds good, Jim. KC9RGG, and I'll be clear and hitting the sack.
Okay, it sounds good, Norm. Thank you for checking in. You have a good evening. Okay. KD9MED, Carrie, what's going on with you? I know you did not participate in Winter Field Day. What else is happening with you?
This is KD9MED. Thanks a lot, Jimmy. Good evening, everybody. Well, I was doing radio almost all week. Today I took a day off. I just wasted the entire day joking around with people on the internet. That's it. My hat's off to all those who do deploy on Winter Field Day. Good for you, you know. I mean, that's you're risking your equipment too, you know, when you take it out in the weather like this. So it takes dedication. Hats off. KD9MED.
Okay, Kerry, sounds good. I'll get back to you in a few minutes here for your at the second go around here. Thank you for checking in. Of course, we'll get to your DX report here momentarily. So, okay. KE9N, Kurt, what's going on with you? I hear Winter Field Day with the Beloit Radio Club was a success, sir. How did it go for you?
KC9GCR, KE9N. Well, it went real well. And good evening to everyone who's checked in so far. Good to hear Carrie and everybody else. Well, we did it at Chuck's house, and that would be WD9BB, and he's the one who runs the C-Dial net in the mornings. But he has a wood shed, and what I mean by that is he likes to make a lot of wood projects and things like that, so he has a detached wood shed just off, you know, away from the house, and so we operated in there. He did have a little kind of like a pot-belly stove that kicks out a little bit of heat. And, God, we had just a great time. There was probably no less than 12 people there all the time, either talking or operating the radios. We had 3 stations set up. And, golly, you know, you didn't go hungry there. We had chili, pizza, cookies, popcorn, deviled eggs, chicken salad sandwiches, anything that you pretty much wanted was there. Let me let the repeater reset. Hang on. Okay, anyhow, we had 3 stations set up. Now, we didn't go past about 10 o'clock on Saturday night, but we were operating in the afternoon and evening part. And then Sunday morning they went back out and operated, and it went quite well. I don't know what the totals are. I have no idea, but I know, oh geez, they had like 300 and some on just one radio. I operated some on 20 meters. It was Saturday, probably about 6 o'clock, I'm going to say, maybe 7 o'clock. And signals are real good. I cranked off 100 contacts in about maybe an hour, somewhere in there. but it went good. Now, to answer your question, what do I like in a crock pot? Well, my wife puts a roast in there, and then we have carrots and potatoes in there and let that simmer all day, obviously with gravy. And so that, I think, is probably the best thing that we have in a crock pot, or that's probably my favorite, other than maybe chili. So anyhow, let me send it back your way, Jimmy. KC9GCR, KE9M.
Okay, Kurt, sounds good. Well, hey, thanks for checking in. I don't know if Dean, K9FLO, will check in later tonight or not. Hopefully he will, so you guys can ride you for a little bit. So I'm glad your field day was successful. So, but I'm glad everything went well. Okay, Kurt, hey, thank you for checking in.
Okay, no problem. I'll be listening for, a good another hour, Jimmy.
Okay, sounds good, Kurt. Thanks for checking in. All right. W9WBB, Steve, again, welcome back to the ham radio and welcome back to Friday Night Fun Net. What is going on with you?
Jimmy, I'm just enjoying the evening. The week seems to go fast. So let me answer your crock pot question, because I'm going to go ahead and sign and go to bed. I'm feeling tired. You know, with the crock pot, if you can do it, it's tough to use a slow-cooked chili recipe. You know, put everything together in the morning, let it cook for the rest of the day, and in the evening it's ready to go. So with that, I will catch you over the weekend. W9WBB.
Okay, Steve, the ID went off, and I did not quite catch what you said. Do you want to repeat that last transmission?
The last transmission was, I'll just simply be catching you. I'll catch you again over the weekend. W9WBB, clear.
Okay, some about the crock pot, what you were cooking there.
Oh, okay. No, I think with a crock pot, it's tough to beat a good chili recipe that you put everything together in the morning, just simply let it cook all day into the evening, and then you've got a really good chili for a really good meal. With that, W9WBB, clear.
Okay, Steve, sounds good. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Like I said, welcome back to Friday Night Fun Net, and welcome back to Sahabi Rams Radio after several years' absence. We sure miss you. Okay, well, talk to you again down the log here. That concludes my list. Are there any more stations who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net this time? Please call now. Okay, now we'll go to the traffic portion. This is K9GCR. The Steve Second Repeater Association is going to be putting on a VE testing session, which will take place tomorrow afternoon at 12:30 p.m. at the Freeport Public Library. If you want more information, you can still contact John Mitchell, W9JC, Whiskey 9, Juliet Charlie. Area code 815-238-7485. Area code 815-238-7485. Indications are we may finally get some people to show up tomorrow and actually test. For the last two VE testing sessions, nobody showed up, but I think that may soon change tomorrow. Again, you want more information about VE testing session? Contact John Mitchell, W9JC, our Chief VEC here in Stevenson County. Area code 815-238-7485. Area code 815-238-7485. Where you can contact him at John Mitchell 61. That's SIXTY-ONE at gmail.com. VE testing session tomorrow afternoon at 12:30 p.m. at the Freeport Public Library. Let's hope for a big turnout. Okay, before we move on there, do we have any more stations I'd like to check in? Okay, let's go ahead with the Friday Night Fun at Tech Corner. Are you having a problem with your power supply or amplifier? What kind of an antenna do you want to put up on your tower? What kind of a radio do you want to buy? Base, mobile, all mode, APRS, DMR, FT8, GMRS. Do you have any technical questions you'd like to bring before the net? Please, if you do, please go ahead and do so now. We'll do our best to answer them for you. We had quite a few of them last week. Anybody have any technical questions you'd like to bring before the net? Okay, no technical questions. Well, we'll move ahead with the Friday Night Fun Net contest / DX corner. Did you make any DX contacts? I sure did. But before I mention mine, we want to hear from you. Anybody have any DX reports they'd like to pass along at this time?
KD9MED.
Hey, K9MED. Okay, Kerry, what do you got for us?
First of all, congratulations to Kurt and the Winter Field Day team. 100 contacts an hour is amazing throughput. That just blows my hair back. So that's fine business operating. Brief reset. The weekend was spectacular for DX. The KP index was under 1 for the entire weekend, meaning that the geomagnetic conditions were very, very quiet. For instance, on Sunday night at 7:30 p.m. on 20 meters, I heard not 1, not 2, but 4 VU2 stations coming in from India, and I heard 9N7AA coming in from Kathmandu. I tried working all 5 of them, and they didn't hear me. But I sure as heck heard them, and that's the first time I've ever heard an opening like that. Brief reset. So I spent the entire weekend working exclusively DX. I only worked 2 United States stations, and that was only because they were new grid squares for me. I put up a screen grab of my log on the Friday Night Fun Net Facebook page if you want to take a look at it. It's labeled Too Much DX. Brief reset. So, for the week, I have, there it is. I have, for the week, 224 contacts, 40 countries outside the United States, all new stations. I'm not working the same guys over and over again. 10 new grid squares, 4 new United States counties, and 1 POTA. And the POTA happens to be in Spain, and he was at the Camino Natural Senda del Pastorero. I'm sure we've all been there and enjoyed that spot. Brief reset. My most distant contact was VK6YNE on 40 meters. I think that was early in the morning. And that's south of Perth in Australia. That's even further away from us than Perth. It's 10,985 miles away. So if you want to get further away than that, you're going to have to swim. Brief reset. I worked ZD7 DPX on 20 meters. That's my second St. Helena contact, and he confirmed, and and so did the Australian one, he confirmed. I worked V47JA in St. Kitts and Nevis. That's only my second contact on that country, and he is not confirmed, just like the first one didn't confirm. Brief reset. I worked BA4TB in Wuxi, China. That's halfway between Shanghai and Nanjing. That was on 20 meters. That's a distance of 7,000 miles. He has not confirmed. Brief reset. I'll give you one more here. 7Q2MM, that's my fourth Malawi contact. That was on 12 meters. And he, along with the other three, have all confirmed. Very, very nice. I don't know what's going on in Malawi, but I think the ham radio religion is spreading in that country. Brief reset. Finally, you'll remember maybe last week I had talked about shortwave listeners trying to tune into the HARP experiments this week. And boy, I sure did try, but I sure didn't hear them. I learned more about ionograms than I ever care to admit. But there was a guy who did hear them really good, and I put up a post on the Friday night Facebook page if you want to look at his Twitter page and see how and where and how it worked for him. That's it. Thanks a lot. KD9MED.
This is K9 GCR, the Friday Night Fun on the K9RFD Repeater Rockford, transmitting from Friday Night Fun at Central and Freeport. Well, you're welcome, Kerry. That was a great GX report. That's made a lot of contacts. Last weekend, definitely great. So that sounds good. Anybody have any questions for Kerry about his GX report? Okay, let's I gotta give you my report here. Let me get everything ready. Winterfield Day. Let's see. I made 14 contacts overall this past weekend. Okay. My first contact was on 14.271 megahertz at 1909 hours with a Whiskey Zero Golf Kilo Papa in Minnesota. To India, Minnesota, he was giving me 7.0. The next two contacts were in let's see, on 14.244 megahertz at 1945 hours with the, let's see, November 3 Whiskey Hotel. It was one hotel, Western Pennsylvania. He was giving me 6.0. Let me reset. Third contact was on 14.294 megahertz at 2038 hours. Kilo Sierra 3 November, and let's see, one India Western Pennsylvania. He was giving me 6.0. Okay, hold on. Next contact. Oh no, yeah. Next contact was a station on 14.304 megahertz at 2055 hours. Whiskey 2 Whiskey Charlie Romeo in New York State. He was a 7 India Eastern New York. It's giving me 7.0. Next contact was on 14.263 megahertz at 2202 hours. Whiskey 8 Whiskey Romeo Connecticut. Next contact was on 14.2, oh yeah, that last contact was on 14.263 megahertz. Now, next contact was on 14.215 megahertz at 2250 hours. Victor Echo 3, Mike India Sierra in Canada. 2 India Golden Horseshoe, wherever that's at. And he was giving me 7.0. Next contact was on late at night on 7.193 megahertz at 3 hours 50 minutes. Kilo Echo 2 Alpha Yankee is giving me 9.0. 1 Henry, New York. Next contact was on 7.175 megahertz on at 0742 hours with Whiskey 1 Quebec, India. Also in Connecticut, 2 India, Connecticut, giving me 8.0. Next contact was on 14.250 megahertz at 1514 hours with Kilo Tango 4 Quebec, and he was a Mobile, 2 Georgia. I believe it's the first time I ever made a contact with Georgia. He was giving me 6.0. Next contact was on 14.341 megahertz at 1733 hours with Whiskey 8 Charlie Uniform Lima, 1 India, West Virginia. It was giving me 7.0. Next contact was on 14.335 megahertz at 1743 hours, November 0 Golf Foxtrot, and 2 India, North Dakota. It was giving me 6.0. Next contact was on 14.322 megahertz at 1812 hours, Kilo 4 Delta Charlie Papa, 4 Hotel, North Carolina. It was giving me 6.0. Next contact was on 14.244 megahertz at 2033 hours, Victor Alpha 3 Golf Mike 0, Victor Alpha 3 Golf Mike Oscar on 1 Mike Golden Horseshoe in Canada, giving me 7.0. And my last contact, my very last contact, was on 14.310 14310 at 2143 hours, November 1 Whiskey. Let's see. Oh boy. 1 Henry, Eastern Massachusetts. He was giving me 8.0. Those are my 14 contacts I made for winter field day.
That's spectacular. That's a lot of states. Can you read me back the first one? It was W0 something KP.
Okay, hold on. Oh yeah, the first one at 14.271 megahertz at 1909 hours, Whiskey 0 Golf Kilo Papa. He was 2 India, Minnesota.
And also the one that was after KE2AY. It was in Connecticut.
Okay, that was on 7.175 megahertz. Okay, that was 742 hours. Whiskey 1 Quebec, India. He was 2 India, Connecticut. Was that the one?
That's it. I got these all written down. I'm going to look them up as the fun net progresses and check them against my log. Thanks. KD9MED.
You're welcome, Kerry. Sounds good. I'm not familiar with that golden horseshoe, wherever that's at. And I know that's a new designation they got for several stations. They got Eastern Ontario, Northern Ontario, or what have you there. That's about it there.
Well, those Canadians, they have crazy names for all kinds of stuff.
I hear you. I want to see Canada remain Canada and not the 51st state.
You know who else has a lot of funny names? That's Australia. Those guys are nuts.
That's for sure. Okay. Thanks for, Kerry. Anybody else have any questions reference my DX report? Okay. Let's go ahead and see. Does anybody else have any DX reports they'd like to pass along at this time? This is K9 GCR, the Friday Night Fun Net, and the K9RFD Repeater in Rockford, transmitting from Friday Night Fun Net Central Earth Report. Okay. Now we'll go ahead with the swap net. Okay. See how I'm shuffling all my papers and what have you. Okay. All arms bought or sold or created must be related to hobbies of rapture, radio, or computers. All items bought, sold, or created must be the property of or in the possession of the person who wants to get rid of stuff. You may mention price over here, but any handling should take place either in person or over the telephone. Also, no commercial business of any kind is allowed. Does any station have any swap net traffic you'd like to pass along? Okay, I do have, this is from John, KD9OBJ in McConnell. So, he has for sale a Saltronics Fox Sierra 9DX SWR meter. It's supposed to be a vintage one. He's asking $40 for it. You can contact him at area code 815-821-4193. Area code 815-821-4193. And also, again, John K9OBJ has for sale a Saltronics FS9DX SWR meter. He's asking $40 for it. Contact him at area code 815-821-4193. Repeating, area code 815-821-4193. Okay. Anybody else have a swap net traffic you'd like to pass along? Okay, I do have another piece of traffic I'd like to pass along. Al, K9EPZ, is back in the hospital. He was discharged earlier, but he ended up having to go back. I think what happened was he was discharged too soon. The last time I talked to him, I think it was on Wednesday night or something like that. He, let's see, I called him. He was in the Rochelle Hospital. Now, I don't know if he's still there or if he's back in the hospital in Rockford. But I guess what they want him to do, he's going to have to undergo rehab, so at least so he can go home. Everybody keep him in your thoughts and prayers. So last night, I shouldn't say last night. Last Friday night, he called me on the Friday Night Fun Net hotline, and so we'll see what happens if he gives me a call again tonight. But that's the situation. Al K9EPZ is once again he's hospitalized. Please keep him in your thoughts and prayers. And okay, do we have any more stations you'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Okay, let me repeat. Tomorrow afternoon at 12:30 p.m., Steve Secondary Repeater Association will be putting on a VE testing session. It will take place at 12:30 p.m. at the Freeport Public Library. Anybody wants more information? You can contact John Mitchell, W9JC, our Chief VEC here in Steve Secondary. Area code 815-238. 7485. Area code 815-238-7485. I wonder how Joe K9JPP has come along with this online testing session. Hopefully he'll be successful. So, okay. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to read some questions from the ARRL Tech and General Q&A books. We have quite a few people listening on scanners. They'll probably be making the trip to Freeport tomorrow to take their test. We have a lot of people who will listen to us on scanners since they can't listen to police communication anymore unless you have a very expensive digital scanner. You can still monitor fire and EMS communication on VHF high band analog. So, okay. Okay, here's the first question. First question. What is a band plan beyond the privileges established by the FCC? A voluntary guideline for using different codes or modes or activities within an amateur band. B, a list of operating schedules. C, a list of available net frequencies. D, a plan devised by a club to indicate frequency band usage. What is a band plan beyond the privileges established by the FCC? A voluntary guideline for using different modes or activities within an amateur band. B, a list of operating schedules. C, a list of available net frequencies. C, a plan devised by a club to indicate frequency band usage. Anybody have a correct answer to this question?
KD9MED is guessing A, alpha.
You are correct, Gary. You are correct. What is a band plan beyond the privileges established by the FCC? Correct answer is A, alpha, a voluntary guideline for using different modes or activities within an amateur band. Amateurs create band plans that help organize the different modes and activities. It's important to keep in mind that band plans are voluntary agreements designed for normal conditions. They are not regulations, and amateurs are expected to be flexible. Amateur license manual page 6-1. Okay, 6-1. We'll find another one here. Okay, those of you who know CW should know the correct answer to this question by heart. What is an electronic gear? A device for switching antennas from transmit to receive. B, a device for voice-activated switching from the receive to transmit. C, a device that assists in manual sending of Morse code. D, an interlock to prevent unauthorized use of a radio. What is an electronic gear? A device for switching antennas from transmit to receive. B, a device for voice-activated switching from receive to transmit. C, a device that assists in manual sending of Morse code. D, an interlock to prevent unauthorized use of a radio. Anybody correct to answer this question?
KD9MED is going with dot-it.
Okay. Oh, okay, Kerry. Yeah, I think I know what you're going to do. Yeah, you're correct. We'll count that. C, Charlie, you are correct. What is an electronic keyer? Correct answer, C, Charlie. Device that assists in manual sending of Morse code. This device turns contact closures by a Morse paddle into a stream of dots and dashes. A keyer may be a standalone device or it can be built into a transceiver. Keyers and paddles can generate Morse code much faster than by using a straight key. Amarillo Lights Magic K5-7. Okay, let's find. Hey, I'll tell you what, before I read any more questions, do we have any more stations I'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Oh boy, where is everybody? I don't think there's anything special going on tonight, not that I'm aware of. So okay, we'll just keep going here. Oh, the night's still young yet. We got a little more than an hour to go yet. So okay. I'm trying to avoid reading the same questions all the time. Okay. All right. Oh, I think I read this question last week. One moment, please. Okay. What would cause a broadcast AM or FM radio to receive an amateur radio transmission unintentionally? A, the receiver is unable to reject strong signals outside the AM or FM band. B, the microphone gain of the transmitter is turned up too high. C, the audio amplifier of the transmitter is overloaded. D, the deviation of an FM transmitter is set too low. What would cause a broadcast AM or FM radio to receive an amateur radio transmission unintentionally? A, the receiver is unable to reject strong signals outside the AM or FM band. B, the microphone gain of the transmitter is turned up too high. C, the audio amplifier of the transmitter is overloaded. D, the deviation of the FM transmitter is set too low. Anybody correct to answer this question? Okay, what would cause a broadcast AM or FM radio to receive an amateur radio transmission unintentionally? Correct answer is A, alpha. The receiver is unable to reject strong signals outside the AM or FM band. Okay. Okay. What is the characteristic appearance of a cold tin lead solder joint? A, dark black spots. B, a bright or shiny surface. C, a rough or lumpy surface. D, excessive solder. What is the characteristic appearance of a cold tin lead solder joint? A, dark black spots. B, a bright or shiny surface. C, a rough or lumpy surface. D, excessive solder. Anybody correct answer to this question? Okay, what's the characteristic appearance of a cold tin lead solder joint? Correct answer is C, Charlie, a rough or lumpy surface. A cold tin lead solder joint has a rough or lumpy surface. Handwriting license manual page 4-17. Do we have any more stations who've just joined us? I'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net. Please call now. Okay. Which of these items would be useful for a hidden transmitter hunt? A, calibrated SWR meter. B, a directional antenna. C, a calibrated noise bridge. D, all of these choices are correct. Which of these items would be useful for a hidden transmitter hunt? A, calibrated SWR meter. B, a directional antenna. C, a calibrated noise bridge. D, all these choices are correct. Anybody correct to answer this question?
Kilowatt Echo 9 Norway.
Go ahead, Kurt.
I'm going to say B as in boy, a directional antenna.
You are correct, Kurt. You are correct. Which of these items would be useful for a hidden transmitter hunt? Correct answer is B, Bravo, a directional antenna. All right, find another one here. Oh boy, I'm not reading that one. We'll skip that one. Okay. Just a minute here. Okay. Which of the following RF connector types is most suitable for frequencies above 400 megahertz? B, UHF PL259 or slash SO239. B, type N. C, RS213. D, DB25. Which of the following RF connector types is most suitable for frequencies above 400 megahertz? A, UHF or PL259 or slash SO239. B, type N. C, RS213. D, DB25. Anybody have a correct answer to this question?
KE9N.
Now go ahead, Kurt.
I think it was B. It's an N connector.
You are correct, Kurt. You are correct. Which of the following RF connector type is most suitable for frequencies above 400 megahertz? The correct answer is B, Bravo, type N. Above 400 megahertz, the type N connectors are used because of their low loss and controlled impedance. Ham radio license manual page 4-17. All right. Okay. Which of the following precautions should be taken when measuring high voltages with a voltmeter? A, ensure that the voltmeter has very low impedance. B, ensure that the voltmeter and leads are rated for use at the voltages to be measured. C, ensure that the circuit is grounded through the voltmeter. D, ensure that the voltmeter is set to the correct frequency. Which of the following precautions should be taken when measuring high voltages with a voltmeter? A, ensure that the voltmeter has very low impedance. B, ensure that the voltmeter and the leads are rated for use at the voltages to be measured. C, ensure that the circuit is grounded through the voltmeter. D, ensure that the voltmeter is set to the correct frequency. Anybody have correct answer to this question?
KE9N, and the answer is B as in boy.
Well, I'll tell you what, Kurt. Sorry, that's not correct. But hey, nice try. Anybody else want to give it a shot? Okay. Which of the following precautions should be used when measuring high voltages with a voltmeter? Correct answer is D delta. Ensure that the voltmeter is set to the correct frequency. Ensure that the voltmeter and leads are rated for use at the voltages to be measured. And bring the lights to manual page 3-4. Okay. Are there any more stations who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun at this time? Please go now.
Hey, Jimmy, I got a question for you.
Sure, go ahead.
That last question doesn't make sense because item D was to make sure that the voltmeter is set to the correct frequency. That is not correct. It doesn't have anything to do with frequency. It does have to do with voltage, though. I think they got a misprint or something. That doesn't make sense.
I concur.
This is K9 GCR, Friday Night Fun, K9RFD Repeater in Rockford. You know what? I think you guys are right. I think that was a misprint. Let's see. I'm gonna... Well, yeah, that's what it says here. But just a minute. You are right. It is, Kurt. You are correct after all. They screwed up. That's the all right. You are correct on B Bravo. You are correct on B Bravo. They screwed up.
I should get 1.5 icicles for that deal. KE9N, and I'll be cleared.
Okay, sounds good, Kurt. Yeah, you are okay. I'll tell you what. We'll be on the safe side. Which of the following precautions should be taken when measuring high voltages with a voltmeter? Correct answer is B Bravo. B Bravo. Ensure that the voltmeter and leads are rated for use at the voltages to be measured. I don't remember this ever happened. Ensure that the voltmeter and leads are rated for use at the voltages to be measured. I'll tell you, you know what I'm going to do? I am going to cross that off, and I'm going to put B Bravo. B Bravo. All right. Now that has been corrected. Okay. Any more stations want to check the Friday Night Fun then? Please go on out. Okay. What are the toughest questions in the Tech General or Extra Q&A? Your tower questions, of course. You new hams, if those of you who will be past your test tomorrow, you're in Freeport, someday you're going to be involved in the tower climbing expedition. You're either going to be climbing the tower itself, or you're going to be part of the ground support crew. If they answer this next question, if you get it right, this question might be, the answer, you get the right answer to this question, it might be your ticket to getting your license. All right. Which of the following establishes ground requirements for an amateur radio tower or antenna? A, FCC Part 97 rules. B, local electrical codes. C, FAA tower lighting regulations. D, UL recommended practices. Which of the following establishes grounding requirements for an amateur radio tower or antenna? B, FCC Part 97 rules. No, wait. A, FCC Part 97 rules. B, local electrical codes. C, FAA tower lighting regulations. D, UL recommended practices. Anybody have the correct answer to this question?
KD9MED is guessing B, Bravo.
You are correct, Carrie. You are correct. Which of the following establishes grounding requirements for an amateur radio tower or antenna? Correct answer is B, Bravo. Local electrical codes. Yeah, it says refer to the next question above there, but we won't worry about that one. All right. Okay. Who is responsible for ensuring that no person is exposed to RF energy above the FCC exposure limits? A, the FCC. B, the station licensee. C, anyone who is near an antenna. D, the local zoning board. Who is responsible for ensuring that no person is exposed to RF energy above the FCC exposure limits? A, the FCC. B, the station licensee. C, anyone who is near an antenna. D, the local zoning board. Anybody have a correct answer to this question?
Bravo.
You are correct, Dale, you are correct. Who is responsible for ensuring that no person is exposed to RF energy above the FCC exposure limits? Correct answer is B, Bravo, the station licensee. To abide by these rules without requiring extensive testing, and are expected to evaluate their stations to see if their operation has the potential to exceed MPE levels. The rules make the station licensee responsible for ensuring that no one is exposed to RF energy above the FCC exposure limits. Ham Radio License Manual, page 9-11. Okay. I think what we're going to do now, we're going to read some questions from the general Q&A. But before we do, we have any more stations that like to check in the Friday Night Fun at this time? You're coming home with your Friday night fish fry, steak fry, grocery shopping, or the show. You just turned your radio on, came home, turned your radio on. You've been copying the mail for the last hour and 15 minutes. That's your chance to check in the Friday Night Fun net, remember, anywhere in the region. With drop traffic, please call K9 GTR. Okay, now I'm going to read some questions from the general Q&A. Oh, you know what? They happen to be, these questions have to do with VE testing and what have you. I think I'm going to skip those. We'll go to the more important stuff. No. Okay, what control is typically adjusted for proper ALC setting on a single sideband transceiver? A, RF clipping level. B, transmit audio or microphone gain. C, antenna inductance or capacitance. D, attenuator level. What control is typically adjusted for a proper ALC setting on a single sideband transceiver? A. RF clipping level. B. Transmit audio or microphone gain. C. Antenna inductance or capacitance. D. Attenuator level. Anybody have a correct answer to this question?
KD9MED, is that alpha?
Well, sorry, Kerry, that's not correct. We might be one for one of these screwed up questions here. Anybody else want to give it a try?
What's the choices again, Jimmy?
Okay, I'll read the question again. What control is typically adjusted for proper ALC setting on a single sideband transceiver? A. RF clipping level. B. Transmit audio or microphone gain. C. Antenna inductance or capacitance. D. Attenuator level.
I think the answer is B as in boy.
Well, I'll tell you what, Kurt, you are correct. You are correct. What control is generally adjusted for proper ALC setting on a single sideband transceiver? Correct answer is B, Bravo. Transmit audio or microphone gain. The automatic level control or ALC circuit in a transceiver reduces microphone gain when it detects excessive power levels at the input to the RF power amplifier stages. For proper adjustment on most of the transmitters, the microphone gain control should be adjusted so that there is a slight movement of the ALC meter on modulation peaks. General Class License Manual, page 5-8. Okay, which of the following is required when participating in a contest on HF frequency? A. Submit a log to the contest sponsor. B. Send a QSL card to the station's work or QSL via logbook of the world. C. Identify your station according to normal FCC regulations. D. All of these choices are correct. Which of the following is required when participating in a contest on HF frequencies? A. Submit a log to the contest sponsor. B. Send a QSL card to the station's work or QSL via logbook of the world. C. Identify your station according to normal FCC regulations. D. All these choices are correct. Anybody have a correct answer to this question?
Is it C?
Come back with that.
I just picked C.
You are correct, Dale. You are correct. Which of the following is required when participating in a contest on HF frequencies? Correct answer is C, Charlie. Identify your station according to normal FCC regulations. The fast-paced style of contest operating is quite popular on HF. The rules for identifying your station still apply during these competitive events. General Class License Manual, page 2-5. I think it's either this weekend or next weekend. I think the Vermont QSO party will take place. I'll have to check my logbook. So, okay. Okay, do we have any more stations who'd like to check into the Friday Night Fun at this time? Please go now. Okay. What factors affect the MUF? A. and location. B, time of day and season. C, solar radiation and ionospheric disturbances. D, all of these choices are correct. What factors affect the MUF? A, path distance and the location. B, time of day and season. C, solar radiation and ionospheric disturbances. D, all of these choices are correct. Anybody correct to answer this question? Okay, what factors affect the MUF? A, path distance and the location. B, time of day and season. C, solar radiation and ionospheric disturbances. Well, the correct answer is D, delta. All of these choices are correct. And the discussion is rather lengthy, so I'm not even going to bother reading it. All right. What type of propagation allows signals to be heard in the transmitting station's skip zone? A, Faraday rotation. B, scatter. C, chordal hop. D, short path. What type of propagation allows signals to be heard in the transmitting station's skip zone? A, Faraday rotation. B, scatter. C, chordal hop. D, short path. Anybody correct to answer this question? Okay, what type of propagation allows signals to be heard in the transmitting station's short skip zone? Correct answer is B, Bravo, scatter. Okay, we'll find another one. Okay, what happens as a receiver's noise reduction control level is increased? A, received signals may become distorted. B, received frequencies may become unstable. C, CW signals may become severely attenuated. D, received frequency may shift several kilohertz. What happens as a receiver's noise reduction control level is increased? A, received signals may become distorted. B, received frequency may become unstable. C, CW signals may become severely attenuated. D, received frequency may shift to several kilohertz. Anybody have correct to answer this question?
KE9N.
Go ahead, Kurt.
I'm not real sure. I think it's C, but it might be A. So my answer's either C or A.
All right, well, I'll tell you what. Well, you're correct on one of them. It is A. It is A. What happens as a receiver's noise reduction control is increased? Correct answer is A, alpha. Received signals may become distorted. Noise reduction is performed on the receiver's output audio by DSP. This system attempts to remove hiss and noise from the audio that is not part of the desired speech, data, or CW. There may be more than one noise reduction setting optimized for different types of signals. Increasing the noise reduction level may cause some of the desired signals to be removed as well, causing distortion. Use the least noise reduction required to minimize distortion. General Class License Manual, page 5-14. Okay. Are there any more stations who like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Well, I tell you what, I don't know what's going on tonight. So far, I only got 15 check-ins. I don't know, something is up. We'll just keep going. We'll just keep going here. So the night's still young yet, so we'll see what we can find. I'm not. That's too confusing. I'm not going to read that one. Hold on. Okay. What unit is used to measure reactance? A. Farad. B. Ohm. C. Ampere. D. Siemens. What unit is used to measure reactance? A. Farad. B. Ohm. C. Ampere. D. Siemens. Anybody have correct answer to this question?
K9M.
Go ahead, Kurt.
I'm going to say it's ohms.
You are correct, Kurt. You are correct. What unit is used to measure reactance? Correct answer is B. Bravo, ohm. The ohm is the unit used to measure any opposition to the flow of current. In an AC current, in an AC circuit, I should say, this opposition is referred to as impedance, which includes both reactance and the resistance. General Class License Manual, page 4-20. I think I read that question before. I'm not reading that one again. Okay. Okay. What happens when an inductor is operated above its self-resistant frequency? A. Its reactance increases. B. Harmonics are generated. C. It becomes capacitive. D. Catastrophic failure is likely. What happens when an inductor is operated above its self-resonant frequency? A. Its reactance increases. B. Harmonics are generated. C. It becomes capacitive. D. Catastrophic failure is likely. Anybody correct answer to this question? Okay, what happens when the inductor is operated above its self-resonant frequency? The correct answer is C, Charlie. It becomes capacitive. We'll move on to another question. Well, before we do that, do we have any more stations who would like to join us for the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. Okay. Which of the following is characteristic of a switch mode power supply as compared to a linear power supply? A. Faster switching time makes higher output voltage possible. B. Fewer circuit components are required. C. High frequency operation allows the use of smaller components. D. Inherently more stable. Which of the following is characteristic of a switch mode power supply as compared to a linear power supply? A. Faster switching time makes higher output voltages possible. B. Fewer circuit components are required. C. High frequency operation allows the use of smaller components. D. Inherently more stable. Anybody have a correct answer to this question? Okay. Which of the following is the characteristic of a switch mode power supply as compared to a linear power supply? Correct answer is C, Charlie. High frequency operation allows use of smaller components. Okay, last question of the evening. If I can find it. Yeah. Okay. One moment, please. We'll find it. Okay. Well, I'm not going to read that one. Find another one here. Okay, last question of the evening. What precautions should you take if you install an indoor transmitting antenna? A. Locate the antenna close to your operating position to minimize feed line radiation. B. Position the antenna along the edge of a wall to reduce parasitic radiation. C. Make sure that MPE limits are not exceeded in occupied areas. D. Make sure the antenna is properly shielded. What precautions should you take if you install an indoor transmitting antenna? A. Locate the antenna close to your operating position to minimize feed line radiation. B. Position the antenna along the edge of a wall to reduce parasitic radiation. C. Make sure the MPE limits are not exceeded in occupied areas. D. Make sure the antenna is properly shielded. Anybody correct to answer this question?
KE9N.
Go ahead, Kurt.
I think it's C as in Charlie.
Well, yeah, you are right, Kurt. It is season, Charlie. You are correct. What precautions should you take if you install an indoor transmitting antenna? Correct answer is C, Charlie. Make sure that MPE limits are not exceeded in occupied areas. You should locate any antenna, whether it is indoors or outdoors, as far away as practical from living spaces that will be occupied while you are operating. You should also perform a routine environmental evaluation to make sure that MPE limits are not exceeded in occupied areas. General Classifications Manual, page 9-9. Thank you to everybody for participating in Friday night trivia, Friday night fun trivia. So hopefully everybody had fun. Anybody listening, hope you got the answers right. Hopefully. Good luck at the VE testing session here in Freeport tomorrow, 12:30 p.m. Freeport Public Library. Let's hope for a big turnout. Let's hope everybody passes. Okay, at this time, do we have any more stations who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun then? Please call now. Okay, at this time, I'm going to give you a rundown of all the other nets we have in the area. In about 25 minutes, we think, at 10 p.m. on 443.750 repeater in Chicago, or if you prefer, 440.950 repeater in Janesville, which is Chaz's repeater, the Night Watch net will be held. That's put on by the Chicago FM Club. That runs 7 nights a week. So I don't know what's going to happen, whether there'll be a net or not. Sometimes there's a net on Friday nights, other times there's not. There wasn't any last Friday night because of Winter Field Day. So, okay, don't forget the Saturday evening rag tune net tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. in this repeater. I will be in net control tomorrow night. Go around several times, talk about different topics. You want to bring up a topic, that's fine. You want to talk about something else, that's fine too. It's all about rag tune. Sunday evenings at 7. Oh, now wait just a minute. Oh, that's right. Yes, the Illinois statewide Aries Net will take place this coming Sunday at 4:30 p.m. on 3.905 megahertz, 80 meters of upper sideband. That's held on the first and third Sundays of each month. One of the first net control operators will be Lloyd, KB9APW down Sterling. Then they'll work their way down the south there to the southern end of the state. On the third Sunday, it's the other way around. They work their way back north. Again, Illinois statewide Aries Net will take place this coming Sunday evening at 4:30 p.m. on the 3.905 megahertz, 80 meters upper sideband. That net is held on the first and third Sundays of each month. The Big Thunder Ant Radio Club net is held each and every Sunday evening at 7 p.m. on the 147.375 repeater in Belvedere. The Greene County Aries Races net is held each and every Sunday evening at 7:30 p.m. on the 145.110 repeater in the Monroewood with Scott, H9, K9YI is your net control operator. Should be checking into this net shortly here. Let me reset. The Whiteside County Aries Net is held each and every Sunday evening at 8 p.m. on the one. Oh boy, I don't know what happened. The repeater timed out or what. As I was saying, the Whiteside County Aries Net is held each and every Sunday evening at 8 p.m. on the 146.850 repeater in Sterling. You shouldn't have any problem getting that repeater. The antenna is about 300 feet in the air on the Illinois State Police Troop 1 radio tower at their main headquarters in Sterling. The Rara Info Net is held each and every Monday evening at 7 p.m. on this repeater. Larry, K9KTG, and I alternate as net control operators. He ran the net last Monday, and I'll do the net this coming Monday. Oh boy, was somebody trying to check in? Come back. Okay, the Lee County Aries group holds its Monday evening net at 8 p.m. on the 146.970 repeater in Dixon. And the Kishwaukee Ham Radio Club holds its Monday evening net at 8:30 p.m. on the 146.730 repeater in DeKalb. Tuesday evenings at 7 p.m. on this repeater. You got the Tuesday evening net with Larry, H9GO, your net control operator. Oh yes, a reminder to everybody, there is Morse code to practice immediately following the conclusions of the Monday evening and Tuesday evening at 7 o'clock nets with Larry, K9KGT. Also at 7 p.m. you got the Rock County Public Service Net, which meets on 145.450 repeater in Janesville. At 8:30 p.m. you got the Ogle County Hams Net, which meets on 147.165 repeater in Oregon. At 8:30 p.m. If there is time, they'll go to 146.595 simplex frequency. for a brief simplex net. Then after that, they'll switch over back to the repeater for the 9 o'clock Aries and Skywarn net. Okay, is somebody trying to check in? Come on back. All I got was a mic click.
Since nobody else coming back there, Jimmy, I'll check in. N4WGN, Bob here in Freeport, about a mile west of you.
N4WGN, hello, Bob, hooray. Boy, I'll tell you what, there's sure slim pickings tonight on this net. I only had 15 check-ins so far. I don't know what's going on. What's going on with you, Bob?
Oh, not a heck of a lot, Jimmy. Been half the week up in Madison. The wife had the test done, and well, I told you about our health problems when I was OSM on 3-9 when we was talking in the middle of the night, but we had this small camera go up her nose and down into her esophagus. They wanted to watch it for 24 hours. Yeah, that was kind of fun. So we ended up staying in Madison for 2.5 days.
Okay, sounds good, sounds good. Well, I know you didn't participate in Winter Field Day, but I get told I made 14 contacts. Then the second question tonight, I was asking everybody, what do you and your wife, or what do you like, your favorite food you like to cook in a crock pot?
Oh, there's many things, Jimmy, but I think the favorite is, and everything, and we both love it. I was going to make Swiss steak one time in the crock pot, and I had everything in there, and instead of putting tomato sauce, I grabbed a can of tomato juice, so I called it my Swiss steak soup. And in fact, we just made some I would say last Thursday. So we had it, it only lasted one day. But yeah, it's good.
Well, that's good, that's good. I'm definitely glad you enjoyed it.
Well, I told her I was going to save some and let Jimmy have some of it and let him see what it tastes like, but next thing I know, it was gone.
Ain't that the way it goes sometimes? Hey, okay, Bob. Hey, thanks for checking in. Maybe we'll catch you on 3-9 and repeater later this evening. But like I said, it's sure a very, for whatever reason, it's a very slow net tonight.
Yeah, I'll probably be on there later. You know, I know you're not a big soup guy, but I figured I would brought some up there unless you tried it. Might have changed your mind on it. So anyway, all right, Jimmy, I'll talk to you a little later. I'll be on 3-9 probably 11ish tonight. So maybe the next 10 minutes you get 1 million check-ins. Hope so. Anyway, take it easy. KC9GCR and 4WGM.
Okay, Bob, sounds. Yeah, I might try some of that soup whenever you fix it again. Make it again. Thanks. Well, talk to you later, Bob. Thanks for checking in. Okay, do we have any more stations who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now.
K9KZT, Larry.
K9KZT, Larry, the king of DX. What's going on with you, Larry?
Not much. Just got in, and now I have some people out in the living room, so I got to entertain them. But I wanted to check in. So 73, Jim, and have a great net.
Okay, Larry, you have to enjoy your company with your friends there. We'll definitely catch you on the Ragtune net tomorrow night. I'll be net control then. Thanks.
73.
You're welcome. Thanks for checking. That's K9KZT. He does the CW practice on Mondays and Tuesday evenings, immediately following the conclusion of the 7 p.m. nets. Okay, any more stations you want to check in? Please go now. I was doing, let's see, what did we do? Oh, yeah, that's right. Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m. on this repeater, we got the chat net. It's similar to the Saturday evening radio net. The net control picks a topic, go around, talk about that topic. You want to bring some else, that's fine. I usually join the net there later on after I get done with the Steams County Areas net, which meets at on the 147.390 repeater at 7 p.m. And so, okay. Then we had the Greater Boyd Amps Radio Club has its on Wednesday evening net at 7:30 p.m. on the 147.120 repeater in Boyd. The Swamp Net is held each and every Wednesday evening at 8 p.m. on the 147.390 repeater here in Freeport. Mel, K9RFD, and I share the duties as a net control operator. Mel brings us the Amps Radio Newsline. Of course, he was not available, so I listened to Amps Radio Newsline on Chad's net there. So, okay. Okay, Thursday evenings at 7 p.m. on this repeater, we got the Winnebago County Skywarn training net. Joe, K9JPP, was net control last night. I'm happy to report we had 11 check-ins on that net. I think that's the first time we had that many check-ins on that Skywarn net in a long time, maybe ever. At least since we started that net back up again. Definitely a great turnout. Okay. And yes, don't forget the Chad's net, the Rockdane Roundtable net, which is held every Thursday evening at 8 p.m. on the 440.950 repeater in Janesville, PL 123.0 minus offset. That net is also conducted on several other repeaters at the same time. The Madison 443.775 repeater and another repeater. I don't know which one. But it's a good net. Do check into that one. That's Chad's repeater, 440.950 repeater in Janesville, PL of 123.0. Well, so all set. In about 10 minutes, you should be able to hear the Friday night edition of the Night Watch net. We'll see if in fact they do have a net. They didn't have one last week. The DeKalb County Areas Group holds its Thursday evening net at 7 p.m. on the 146.730 repeater in DeKalb. The Senile net is held every day Monday through Friday between 1400 and 1500 hours Zulu on 44. Let's see. Just a minute. 14.287 megahertz. 20 meters upper sideband with chunk W9AXD as your net control operator. Okay, now you're all caught up to date your local nets. Support your local net control operators, your local nets, your local repeaters. If you're a member of any AM radio club, by all means support your local club. Okay, at this time, do we have any more stations you'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun net? Please call now.
WG9GG, Greg in Cherry Valley.
WG9GG, good evening, Greg. What's going on with you?
Oh, it's been a busy week here, but I'm ready for the weekend.
Yeah, the only thing I'm looking forward to the weekend is VE testing session tomorrow. Hopefully we'll get a good indications there. We might get a good turnout. We might get some people who actually test. For the last two sessions, nobody showed up. So we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Well, hopefully you'll get some. It would be nice to get a few more new people on the air.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. We had a long-time AM radio operator who's been absent for a few years, but he came back. This is Steve, W9, the WBB is his new call. He used to go by KC9, KCQ.
Oh, very good.
one of two questions I was asking tonight was about winter field day. I don't know if you participated in that or not. Then the other question after that was, what was your favorite food you like to cook in a crock pot?
Well, I didn't have a whole lot of time for winter field day, but I did make a few contacts. And as far as the crock pot goes, always nice to make a good beef stew in there.
There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Anything else going on tonight?
No, that's it. But except for whatever reason, it's definitely a very slow net tonight. You're checking number 18. So I don't know what's taking place tonight. And by the way, this net is being live streamed on the internet and recorded for future replay on the Friday Night Fun Net Facebook page. So you have another chance to listen to this net again later on.
Well, all right. I might have to go back and take a listen, see what I missed.
Yeah, my K9MED in Rochelle is doing it. He asked me to put him down as an early check-in because he was under the weather. He's got a cold. I guess at his workplace, he's got the cold is going around.
Well, that's no fun. It's been going around here lately, I guess.
I hear you. Okay, Greg. Hey, thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Enjoy your evening. Enjoy your weekend. We'll talk to you down the hall.
All right, sounds good. 73, Jim.
Sounds good. Okay, do we have any more stations who would like to check in? Please call now. Okay, I would like to thank Dan, N9DCH, the trustee of this repeater, and the members of the 195 group for allowing us to use this repeater. Also Friday Night Fun. And I'm going to run down the list of stations who've checked in so far. Myself, K9GCR, K9MED Mike, and K9JPP Joel, N9DLB Dave, my 3 early bird check-ins. Okay, these are the stations who've checked in so far during the net. W9JTC, H9JZ, N9BWM, AH2I. Brad, that brings me on the Friday Night Fun Net, of course. WI9HF Chad, K9YBG Dale, K9RGG Norm, K9MAP Carey, and my one and only hotline check-in, K9DDF John and Elgin, K9N Kurt, W9WBB Greg, N4 No, I take that back in. W9WGG Steve, N4WGN Bob, K9KGG Larry, and okay, WG9GG. I got the calls mixed up. Greg and Cherry Valley has new QTH. Let's see, got a total of, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 on there check-ins. 3 early bird check-ins, one hotline check-in. That's a grand total of 18 check-ins. Are there any more stations that like to check in this time? Please call now. Okay, speaking of the Friday Night Fun Net Facebook page, go to Friday Night Fun Net Facebook page, contact your, punch in your call sign, then you're in business. You even hear this net, and you hear fast edition of the Friday Night Fun Net. It's the Friday Night Fun Net every night of the week when the Friday Night Fun Net central Facebook page and Friday Night Fun Net, yeah. You can, let's see. You see permanent updated information of, you see the updated pictures of my ham shack. You see permanent information about the net. You even see weather information. So, let's say it's 3 o'clock in the morning, you can't sleep, so you decide you're going to turn the Friday Night Fun Net Facebook page on and listen to the net. If that doesn't put you to sleep, I don't know what will. Then it's the Friday Night Fun Net every night of the week. Listen to the Friday Night Fun Net all day, every day, all night, every night. Every night is Friday night with the Friday Night Fun Net Facebook page. Okay, now I want to tell you about the Friday Night Fun Net Central Hotline. Area code 815-232-FN-FN, 2323636. We had one station checked in, John, K9RFD in Elton, who almost always checks on the phone. You've seen pictures of it on the Facebook page. It's a real red desktop touchstone telephone. Did you hear it ring earlier tonight? Well, that's a real telephone ring, folks, not that phony baloney cell phone ring. Okay, any more stations you want to check in this time? Please call now. K9GCR to Friday Night Fun Net, K9RFD Repeater and Rockford, transmitting from Friday Night Fun Net. Stand by hotline. This is K9GCR to Friday Night Fun Net, K9RFD Repeater in Rockford. That was Al, K9EPZ, checking on the Friday Night Fun Net hotline. He's at the new hospital on the northeast side of Rockford, undergoing rehabilitation. He's supposed to be there for 12 days. So that's good to hear. At least he checked in. Okay. This is K9GCR with the Friday Night Fun Net, K9RFD Repeater in Rockford, transmitting for Friday Night Fun Net Central and Freeport. It is now 10 p.m. curfew time. Parents, do you know where your children are at? Lockdown, lockdown. Winnebago County Jail is now going into lockdown. There's Al and Kerry, K9MED was telling me he used to listen to the county jail frequencies on the scanner. Every night at 10 o'clock, dispatch radios all the corrections officers. Lockdown. Lights out. Time to go to bed, jailbirds. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Do we have any more stations? Want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. do we have any more stations I'd like to check in? Please call now. Well, I want to thank everybody for checking in. It was sort of a quiet net tonight. So far, we've got 19 check-ins. Well, you know what I got to do? I got to do my honorary check-ins. Oh, boy. Got to do this. N9ARB, Tony. Our EC here in Stevenson County. HC honorary check-in. It's better at Tracy. N9TAB. HC honorary check-in. Now, okay. K9FEO. Justin, HC honorary check-in. I think I'll give him a call after I get done with the netter and let him know about Al. One of the best guys in the whole world. He doesn't check in every Friday night, but he listens every Friday night. Richard, N9ZO in Belvedere, okay? All right, let's see. W9KLG, Kevin, HC honorary check-in. KD9MED, Corey, HC honorary check-in. KD9ZIY, Seth and Duran, okay? N9WSQ, George. SQ, our club president. George, our honorary check-in. Let's see. All right. The W9MSL, Winter and Freeport, lives a few blocks west of me. All righty, let's see. KD9 OVJ, John in McConnell. And KD9 LOA, Brandon, HC honorary check-in. Okay. Okay, do we have any more stations I'd like to check in this time? Please call now. Well, I got some kind of a tone, but no audio. Come back, please. Oh, yeah, K9YI, Scott Monroe, I got you down as an honorary check-in. So, okay, do we have any more stations you want to check in? Please call now. That last station, all I heard was an H. You might want to hold your mic key down for about 4 or 5 seconds, then start transmitting. Let's try that one more time, please. Negative. We're not able to copy you at all. Hold your mic key down for about 5 seconds. Well, I hear that DTMF tone go off. Just wait for about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and give out your call. Let's try that one more time.
K9LHH.
November 9, and repeat the last 3 letters of your call, please.
Lima Hotel Hotel.
November 9, Lima Hotel Hotel. Welcome to the Friday Night Fun Net. This net meets each and every Friday evening at 8 p.m. What is your name and where is your QTH? Where are you located?
I'm located in Loves Park.
Okay, I copy you're located in Loves Park. I did not catch your name. Let's try that one more time.
Paul.
Paul. Okay, Paul, I've got you checked in. As I said, welcome to Friday Night Fun Net. This net meets each every Friday evening at 8 p.m. Are you a new ham radio operator? I don't remember ever talking to you before.
Years. I've been a ham since 1990.
Oh, okay. Well, congratulations. Well, yeah, 1990. Okay, I've been a ham since 2004. I'll be 21 years since I got into this hobby.
A long time. I'm kind of stranded right now, so I had to. I wanted to check in, see what was going on.
You're always welcome to check in the Friday Night Fun Net. This net meets each and every Friday evening at 8 p.m. And we have nets Monday through Saturday, 6 nights a week. Tomorrow evening we got the Saturday evening Ragtune net. I will also be net control of that net. You want to check in, that's great too. In the meanwhile, you might want to see if you can get rid of that DTMF tone. When you key your mic, you got that beep. And that's about it. You might want to do something about that.
Yeah, I'll try to figure out what's going on with this thing. It hasn't been acting right, so let me check into it. This is N9LHH.
Pleasure meeting your acquaintance. You have a good night. Thank you for checking in. Okay. Any more stations want to check in? Please call now. Okay, we got WX9RLT is non-honorary checking. Okay, sounds good. Any more stations you want to check in this time? Please call now. Okay. Be sure you tell your mothers, your fathers, your sons and daughters, your brothers and sisters, your aunts and uncles, your nieces, your nephews, your grandparents, your in-laws, your neighbors, cross street, down street, next door. Be sure you tell your butcher, your baker, your candlestick maker. Be sure you tell the clerk behind the checkout counter of your grocery store. Be sure you tell the clerk behind the counter of your convenience store. Be sure you tell your waiters, your waitresses, your bartenders at your friendly neighborhood bars, restaurants, taverns, or pubs. Be sure you tell your used car dealer, your new car dealer, your garage mechanic. Be sure you tell the clerk behind the counter at your local post office when you buy your stamps or mail letters. Be sure you tell your bank teller, your bank cashier when you go to check cash a check or withdraw your money from your local bank, be sure you tell the members of your local PTA or PTO. Be sure you tell your priests, your ministers, your rabbis. If you're a Muslim, be sure you tell your mullahs, your ayatollahs, or your imams. Be sure you tell your probation officer. Be sure you tell members of your local PTA or PTO. Be sure you tell your probation officer, your parole officer, or divorce lawyer. Be sure you tell your boyfriends, your girlfriends, your ex-boyfriends, your ex-girlfriends, your husbands, your wives, your ex-husbands, your ex-wives, your ex-in-laws, and your old ladies about Friday Night Fun Net. More check-ins better than that. Make sure you have valid FCC license before you check in. Sorry, folks, we don't take check-ins from jailbirds, jammers, potty mouths, crackheads, dopeheads, potheads, telemarketers. If you sit in the clubhouse, take a knee or clench your fist when the national anthem is being played, we don't take your check-ins. If you don't back the boo, we don't take your check-ins. That's plain old all there is to it. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the Friday Night Fun as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. This is the last call for any stations who want to check tonight's Friday Night Fun Net from anywhere in the region. Without traffic, please call K9GCR. Last call for Ratchetjaw. Okay, there being no further business, this concludes the Friday Night Fun Net for Friday, January 31st, 2025. Unofficial count of 33 check-ins. I'm now going to close down this net and return the repeater in the frequency normal amateur radio use. Exactly 10:15 p.m. Central Standard Time. Let's see, 4 hours of 15 minutes Zulu time. An unofficial count of 33 check-ins. This is 7-3, everybody. This is K9GCR. Wish you all a very pleasant good night. 7-3. KD9MED, this is K9GCR. Mike, if you're listening, go ahead and post it. 2-hour, 15-minute net with an unofficial count of 33 check-ins. K9GCR with clear 7-3. Good night.